Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where last time we had a record long video that I ultimately, against my routine, cut in half because yeah, an hour long, huh? Crazy, I tell you. Ooh, look at how the ratings of the Westworld are. I don't know if I checked them last time, but if I did, I forgot. Now I remember them. Let us do a quick vandalism check here and see if we need to relocate some of our handy dudes to more vomit jobs. Oh, it seems to me as well that stuff's not broken. Anyway, with the last coaster that we built, yeah, we only need one more. Only one more. That's pretty close to the end of this park. Or so you would think, going by the goals alone. This is also a bad spot. But with an objective like this, money like this as well. I mean, look, we got 200,000 almost. That's just so insane. This park just bags for like a. Wait, is this like 2? Yeah, we seem to have some litter over there. No, but this park just begs for a, like a good and proper done, haul over of the park, basically. I mean, we would be crazy not to, right? I don't think we'll ever get a park with such good opportunities again. Right, I think that's most of the vomit taken care of. Do we need to adjust our pricing anywhere? Yeah, we do actually. 11,000 for a ship. That's the way it goes here. Oh, how good. I love it. We don't need the money, but if this park were to inexplicably go broke during later phases, then we are still able to just do what we want because, well, we have the money already banked. In fact, if we start turning a loss right now, a net loss, then even then it wouldn't be such an issue. Just give me a moment. Oh wow, now that was a sneeze attack out of nowhere. Anyway, yeah, the damage open needs its pricing adjusted. And you know what we also need to do? We need to do a sewer cover inspection on the damaged GP. Because what I saw this weekend, oh man, I've seldom have I seen such crazy shenanigans during qualification. Oh man, it was insane. It was absolute madness, I tell you. That's what it was, At least, those of you who've also watched will know what I'm talking about, And those of you who haven't watched, go watch it. Anyway, back to the order of business. I think we got everything checked here. So, if we then go back to the regular view, all we need to do is one last coaster. And it is going to be, let's see, where was it? This one. Yeah, we're gonna make it challenging for ourselves. And someone said, like I should do this one. But I tell you the honest truth here. I don't think I'm capable of getting this above 7. And even if I were capable, I would not have the space in this park. Because you need like one dang long straight line, clear and free of any other coasters, to perhaps pull it off, and then go bonkers with the scenery and other tracks in between. Excuse me. All of which I don't think we currently have set up. Now, as for like what we're gonna do, we're gonna build this coaster, and this is like a 3 high coaster. That means that we need this to be somewhere over here. And what terrain height are we looking at? Yeah, this would be the spot for the thing to come to the surface. Yeah, because I have a plan for this coaster. Because you might be thinking, okay, so where is it gonna live? It is gonna live basically around the center, just like the transport ride did. But then we're also gonna do the same with the coaster. We're not gonna do multiple stations though, so it's just gonna be the coaster. But here we go. And I believe I believe this is actually the way I want to place this. Let's see here. And done. Yeah, it fits. It fits beautifully. Now, just let me see here. How is this gonna work out? Because in the end, you know, we are pretty much throughout the whole park keeping the scenery or the terrain nice. I don't feel like quit doing that right now, you know? Okay, so that's it basically. We have to do this. And is that not gonna work? That is gonna work. Only up until a point. Wait. Have we already, even before we started with this coaster, made it almost impossible? I have a sneaking suspicion that might be the case. In that case, would we be able to do this? Okay, just I mean, we're constructing this backwards, right? Nice. Okay, so from here on, we can somehow work ourselves a way forward here. This actually means that the station isn't going to be that long. Excuse me. Now, if I were to do something crazy like this, yes, this will work. Right, okay, so here we are then. This coaster, ladies and gentlemen, what's gonna happen with this one is it is gonna go around the whole park, basically. It's not gonna do any fancy helix stuff, well, maybe a little, but it's gonna go around the park, and I kind of want it to go half underground, half above ground. So I don't want to have it go too high. Because if we go into the underground with breakneck speeds, I know for a fact that this coaster will, well, it will fail spectacularly at what it's supposed to do. And that is be longer than 1200 and have a 7+ in the ratings, of course. Oh man, my sniffling and snuffing, by the way, is just terrible. Because, well, you know, hay fever stuff. Yeah, it's all of a sudden it's decided to play up again. Anyway, saying that we don't want to go too high means that we do of course need like steep drops. At least as steep as we can get them. And we need to take a look at how exactly we are going to work our way through all these tracks. Now, we also need a little bit of track length, so I feel like it would be a good idea to pass along here, because we also need to think about like how we're gonna color it. We basically right now we can do the blue coloring. Then I think for the green and the yellow we want to be in the underground, only to resurface for the orange and red part, and then go back into the underground for the purple part again. Excuse me. Now, saying that, would it be bad if we were to say that we want something like this done, for example? Probably, because else it would have, I would have had the green light for constructing this like straight away. Also, the speed on this right now will be rather terrible, so even despite the speed being rather terrible, I don't want to go too high. So we'll go like this, and I believe that so long as we go straight here, then basically curve it around like this, and then we should be able to more or less dive into the underground over here. And that's kind of what I want to do. So let's see that we break it here. And that's purely for safety precautions, because I know that this coaster will have a tendency to be rather extreme. Oh, that's not even possible. Okay, fine then. Now, let me see. If I were to... I feel like usually with the too high coaster, that's an easy option, you know, the one that we're doing right now. But with the one that, because it's 3 high, all the rules for like where one can build its tracks are all different. So we need to take that into account when building our ride stuff. Oh, yeah, speaking about building our ride stuff, huh? I mean, yeah, so there are also some other tracks that we might have built in the past. Yeah. Now, currently we're at height 6, which means that we can pass the height 3 tracks, should we so desire. And the question is, do we desire doing that? We might actually. But we might want to do that like this. Also, in terms of speed, we come from height 17, which means that at height 6 we have quite a bit of speed, which we also haven't really bled off. So, yeah, we definitely need to take that into account. Maybe... what if we were to do like a helix down? Nice. I do quite like the way this is going. Now, let us just zoom out here and think about where we're gonna line this one up. Because basically, I want to resurface in the orange section somewhere. We need to pick our spot carefully. I think our somewhere should be over here on this line of tiles. Should it? I think if we do that, we make it a hell of a lot difficult for ourselves. Especially because we're 3 high. It's nigh on impossible, basically. Maybe what we should do is try and see that we line ourselves up in such a way that we can get above the surface over here. It's height 14. We only have a small window. I don't think that's gonna work out. Basically, I think what we should do is try and resurface maybe over here somewhere, you know, like over here. And then lift and curve around. And see that we somehow pass over here. I think that would be a better choice. So let us work our way towards this area. Or is there... excuse me. Is there like a better way for us to approach this? I mean, I'm looking at this line of tiles here, and I'm thinking, is it possible? Without ruining the looks of pretty much everything. It's difficult. It's very difficult. I don't think that's gonna work out. Now, I think we should aim for this line of tiles here and try and resurface like right over here in this dent. And then try and do it with a steep lift as well, and then see that we lift it to over there. So, having decided all this jibber jabber about track design, we first of all need to actually get there. And that's also easier said than done. Let me see. Now, right now, this track is really low. We want to avoid that one. We're like more or less on the same height as that track. Though, I do say carefully avoid it so far. Work our way upwards a little. And then lift. Oh wait, we're off by one. And then, okay, so far this is looking rather good. If I am now able, I'm not sure if this. I'm not sure if the trains are long enough for this to happen. Tree in the way. Oh, wait, there's also those green buggers, as always. Man. Yeah. So basically what this is telling me is that we are like one off, aren't we? Yeah, we are one off. We are right now on the track. So if we were able to pull this one off a little bit more to that side, then question is though, how are we gonna do that? We seem to be awfully close here towards this track. We might be though. Let me try something here. We might be able to do the thing that I wanted to. Which means doing this. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Wait. We want lifts. If we don't do lifts, it's not gonna work. Guaranteed, basically. And then we want to be one later with this. It does seem to have worked though. Oh, that's a shame. I don't think I could have had any more enthusiastic or compassionate reaction than that one. Oh, yeah, that's a shame. But look, guys, I think we pulled it off. The music just keeps on jingling like it's at some kind of funeral, you know, which I think is all the fair more fitting. Now let's go to, let me see, because basically what we want to do is we want to curve around a little here and then see that we go into the underground somewhere in this section. I think that should be the goal. Now we still have a long ways to go with this coaster, so let's see that we get over there first and then worry about adding some good sections to the track should we need them. Oh man, yeah, the sniffling and starving is terrible. Again, my apologies. I cannot be helped. I am beyond redemption. Let's see here. Ooh, how cool would it be if we were to actually do a little bit of track stuff over here? I think that would be rather cool. We would need to lower down a little bit further though. Maybe this is good enough. Yeah, okay, so we need to be lower still. Would we be able to go with a move like this? Seems like we are able to put this one off. Very nice. I like this. Now, in theory, what we would even be able to do is go down a little. Oh yeah, no. That's only a theory so far because yeah, there is also the footpath, and what we don't want to do at this pace is do like really weird, lifts of like one tile high. That's what we do not want to do. So basically, I think this would be the best option. And we come from height 24, we should be able to do this. Now, just to make sure that we do have enough pace, we will add a lift here. And then... Nice. So, are you saying that it would, in theory, be possible to... If we were to... You've got to be kidding me. Really? Really? No. The dream was too good to be true. But... I have a feeling that it's, just going straight that it's doing it. So if I were to... Okay, so if we were to not drop down here... Well, basically we have to. Okay, so it's not really going as smooth as I had hoped. I mean, at the moment, yeah, as cool as it seems, I don't think there's room for this to succeed at all. So let's leave that, It would have been cool, it would have been nice, but I don't think that's in the works for us. Now, we are also getting awfully close to the point where I want to go with this into the underground. So let's see how we are going to approach that. I would really love it if we were able to go a little bit inside this lake here, And then basically try and see that we get above and then down there. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that's asking too much. Though asking too much for the final coaster that we have to build there doesn't exist, right? Let's at least give it a fair shot, so that we can say that we've tried it proper. Wow. I did not really expect this thing, this move to work out. Right, so what if we were to say... Okay, hold on a second. All of a sudden, things start to look like they are possible. And with that, we should be able to dive down here. Yes. I say dive down even further. Okay, never mind. Okay. That was a waste of money. Yeah, those happen too, I'm trying to... Let me see. When trying to get the track in there, sometimes one needs to make compromises. So we didn't really come up from down below, but then again with this coaster it's kind of difficult because it's 3 high. We are somewhere above the lake as well though. So it's partially goal achieved, right? Now, we need to get back all the way over here from this side. So that, for me, that means that we need to figure out how to resurface in such a way that it's doable. I think that we have room here, like right here in this open area. There are no tracks here. It's kind of a area that needs to be filled in. And we can work our way above and through the station here a little bit and then get back to it. So I think that's what we should work towards. Now, we have quite a ways to go, if I may say so myself. Wow. Like, yeah, I'm not lying when I say we have a bit of mileage to make. Now, swirling it around, I believe is good for the ratings. So, let's do like a curve upwards. Okay. Let's do that like a little bit later then. So maybe here. Nice. Then do like a descent downwards again. Right, so now we need to start lining up for our spot back to the surface, huh? All in all, we are already getting there rather closely. Let's... Man, I'm just fearful that this coaster is going to be way too extreme. Even though with all the curvature that we're doing, it's like ultra gentle. I am still fearful that it is way too much. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So yeah, let me make like a nice terrain feature here, huh? Oh, that might have been a little bit too much. Same as that one, and then nice. Let's try it with like a regular lift at first. Let's see where this can take us. Right, so at height 15 we won't be able to pass above anything. Okay, so we do want to make the curve here, else we won't be going anywhere either. And then yes. Now in theory what we should be able to do is do like a helix down, which gives us 1 speed. We are also at like the height of this break here, but well, I mean, it's a bit. I don't know. I'm not really convinced. No. By the way, I was lying about that. We are actually not at that height, but maybe we should do like a helix down towards the left. Why is that not working? Come on. Helix down to the left. Okay, so apparently that's not working. Let's figure out an S-bend. Yeah, to the other side, please. Then do the helix down. But I have the feeling we're like one tile off there. So can we just lower this track? No. Okay, so we need like an S-bend. We need a tight curve. And we need this. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We've done it? We have done it. Oh. I just wanted to test this like straight away. So in my enthusiasm, I might have forgotten an entrance. Might have, yeah. Slight oversight on my part. Yeah, and then come on, game. Stop nagging me around. There. Right. I am very, very curious to see how this coaster will do in the park. If this has the right ratings, like straight away, wow, I mean, I'd be surprised. I'm usually not that good in building this type of coaster. I don't know what it is, but I always get it too intense. It's probably because it has some really high inherent intensity or something. I mean, someone commented on the standing steel coaster that it also had like this really high natural intensity. And I feel like this coaster is another one of those types. Now, so far, I think we're doing quite alright. You know, doing all the mellow curves here. I mean, sure, it goes through that with pace, but I feel like so far we're doing good, you know? It's nothing too extreme. Am I right? Well, I'm not interested in the terminal ball. Yeah, we seem to be doing alright with the vertical Gs. I don't see any too weird spikes. We are above the 2 already in the vertical Gs, but that's alright. So far, so good. Oh, we might want to break this. Yeah, this is where it might become too extreme here. Yeah, that's noted. If it is the case, I know where to fix it. Because we also keep having the pace afterwards. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that if it is too extreme, it seems alright so far, no? I mean, even then, we don't really have too many too high spikes. Might be alright actually, come to think of it. It might just be alright. Good! Well, we'll find out in a moment after we set up the pricing. In terms of G's, you know, it seems okay. I know that doesn't say anything at all, really. Also, I'm just now looking at how we've constructed this. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I just know that for a fact. Well, it's not gonna work. About hooking this up then, huh? I think what we need to do is do something like an entrance over here. I hope I don't complete the part. That means that I have a little bit more time to properly complete it, you know, because I just... Wait, raise or lower the land? What? I am on the right. How can it not be... Wait, what? I've lowered this 3. Game, come on, stop nagging. Oh, game, please. I would swear that this is like at the right line of tiles. Yeah, that's where the roller coaster is. Come on. Oh, nice. Alright, good. This isn't really the way you are supposed to build, you know, queues and exit paths and all that jazz, but for now, it will do. You know, we have something. Let's see here. Now, unless I'm miscounting, I kind of did expect us to insta-complete the park here. And unless I'm miscounting, I thought we had a coaster in every section. Don't we? Yeah, we do. We have like a coaster in every section. Definitely. And all of them are high enough in the rating, right? Or did something change over here and have I now? No. We'll see. I'll hook this up and then we will complete the park. He says, and then, you know, the whole thing turns out to be bugged and does not want to complete. I mean, that would be totally not surprising. Yeah? I've had weird bugs in the past with this game. I wouldn't put it past it, you know, to bug out on me now. Also, let's do something like this. And then hook that up like that. Nice. Wait, what? No, game, no. You'll be gone. Right, okay. At least we have like the exit covered. I mean, ideally, I'd hook this Q path up somewhere over there. You know, in the most ideal case, it would be a little bit longer. But I don't think we'll be able to pull something off over here. Because, yeah, I mean, I'd be happy if... you know, if we could get this to resurface here nice and well, and it seems to be just possible. Look, this is just again one of those ultra tight damage fits. But yeah, it can be open for business, of course. That does mean that we want an extra handy dude here. Yeah, most definitely. Look, we did it, guys, and we have a. We have a company value of 231 256. Oh, and look, I'm forgetting all the balloons. Look, we have like this whole colorful balloon thing going. Look how nice. Oh, that's so cool. Like colors everywhere, you know, because all the guys have bought those balloons everywhere. How cool. Oh yeah. This is really cool. I love it. I love it. Yeah. That's why we did all the fancy coloring for this one moment. Nice. Alright, well, let's enter the charge with damage. We did it. Now, of course, what we do need to do is, rather than just opening this up, we also need to give this... I can't even find, like, where's like our regular view? This is it. Yeah, this is where it starts. Let's give this a name, and why don't we call this? Yeah, why don't we call this Flamingo Phoenicia? Flamingo Phoenicia. It's a bit weird of a name, but you know, something to do with like you know, the last one. And oh, also, have I just set you to? Yeah, I might have. I believe you were the handy dude supposed to keep this section of the park clean, and I might have forgotten to tick off the mow the grass button. Now then, let's quickly set up benches and finish the Flamingo Phoenicia, and then yeah, then we are officially done with the park. But as I said, are we really? Because I feel like this park is there is much more beauty in this park to be made. Now let's go for the main color with the blue one, and then we'll color this bit separately afterwards. I don't think we need to color anything else. Also, in terms of ratings, it is actually not bad. Usually I go way too extreme with this, but this one's actually spot on. You know, I'm quite surprised by how good it is. Anyway, that's not really... Oh, you can also have airplane cars? I guess that's gonna be for another time. I mean, you know, we finished the park. I don't intend to go much further here right now. This is good, you know. This fits right in, and then over here it becomes like the weird coaster. But I believe we can actually get away with like only 2 color schemes, which is good. Do like the bright red, and maybe like the light red. Yeah, this will definitely work. Look, that's the first part where the coaster surfaces. So long as we now color everything like this, I think it's pretty okay. Or should we add like a touch of yellow in it? skip the orange. No, I feel like we shouldn't, you know. But maybe what we can do is have this be this more like this orange. I think that's a clever move on our part. And I will do the tracks to be more of the really dark red, you know, like this one. Perfect, I like it. I think that this looks much better. Alrighty, as for the trains, you know what we can do with the trains? We can have those be like purple pinkish. So, and then this. So now it's like the real contrast, you know. Alrighty guys, well, like I said, we have some more work to do in this park, and we are going to do that next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.